Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Guess what? This is the last project that I'll be posting here on YouTube for 2025. And we've had a fun year, but we have a great year coming up ahead of us. So do me a favor, watch the whole video. Let's craft one more time. All right, one more project this year, guys. It is a double-sided door swag, and I took some of these ornaments I had in my craft stash. I believe I got it from Hobby Lobby, but I took a Posca paint pen and we just kind of colored the wreath part, and then I went over with a red Posca pen over the Joy to the World. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have some Posca pens, you might want to get some. We'll be using these more in the new year because we have a lot of fun, different types of crafts that you'll be able to use during the year. And one of the things that I really want to teach you is how to do your own signs. So if you want to make your own sign for a wreath, you want to make it special, we're going to be doing that in 2026. But the Posca paint pens are great and they are like no mess. And honestly, they last forever. The set that I'm using here, I've had for at least 3 years, maybe even 4 if I'm thinking right. But they're just a great way to get any type of wooden ornaments or wooden sign and add paint very easily without getting a paintbrush out and getting all messy. So this is just kind of a little compliment to our swag. And if you want to just use these as ornaments on your tree or maybe put it on a gift and add it with a bow, I think that would be a fun little extra for your Christmas decorating. Now, the next thing is we're going to get our ribbon together. Now, I really like my Pro Bow, the 4-in-1, and we're going to use this one, and we are going to make some loops and make the base of this bow. Now, I didn't have as much ribbon as I had hoped for, but that's okay. You can kind of like do what you want here, but I wanted an extra tail. So we're going to put a wire in the middle of that Pro Bow 4-in-1, and we are making an extra tail. So I wanted 4 tails of the same ribbon. I end up only doing 3, I think, because I ran out of ribbon. Let's just be honest. All right. But we're going to cut another piece here, and we are now going to add it into the tail portion. So now we have a double-sided tail, and now what we're going to do is we are going to go through here and we're going to make it shorter. We're going to go to about the 6-inch mark and we are going to twist it and go back and forth. Now, if you don't have one of these bow makers, that's okay. You can still make this with the same type of concept. Instead of saying 6 inches, you're going to need 12 inches. And so what we did was we did it both on each side, and then what we're going to do is go to the 5-inch. And if you don't have a bow maker, you would do a 10-inch. So just double it, whatever you think, right? Then we're going to cut that tail and we are going to secure this, all right? So pretty simple, pretty easy. And I like to cross over, bring it down, and then we will tighten it on the back. So here's what's important to know about this particular wreath. We got to do it twice, guys. Everything has to be done 2 times, all right? Because we are doing a double-sided bow hanger, all right? I don't know if you've seen these come up on your For You page or on your, the Pinterest, but this is pretty popular. So I kind of cheated a little bit with some of my ribbon, but then I got out this really pretty gold ribbon that I had on hand. I bought it locally, so I can't give you a place where to get it online, but we are going to start off with a nice tail, about 10, 12 inches there, and then we're going to go to about the 7-inch mark, 6.5 inch to 7-inch. We're going to make sure we go back and forth again. On this bow maker, I'm doing about 6.5, so you would think 13 inches if you were making it by hand. We're only doing 1 loop on each side just to give it a little bit of a foundation. Then I'm going to take the red bow and we're going to put it on top of the gold bow. So this is just a great way if you kind of run out of ribbon like I did in the middle of this project, we can make it work, all right? Originally, I did this on Amazon Live. Do you guys ever watch me on Amazon Live? I hope you do, and if you don't, I'll leave a link down in the description. But that is where it's more of a live feel, and you're going to just watch and you give me your critiques and you guys help me make the decisions. But we made 2 bows the same size, 6.5-inch loops, one on each side, and then we added our extra red bow. Remember, 2 of these. Then we're going to do our normal thing here. We're going to cut off about 12 inches and we're going to cut off the wire, and we're going to use this to wrap the inside of both of our bows. All right, so one of these should work just fine here because we're going to cut it down the middle, and then we're going to fold it over onto itself and maybe add a little bit of glue. I wanted to add a glue just to kind of keep it where I wanted it and make it a little bit easier to wrap. All right, so once you get this done, then we're going to add this to the front of our bows. Remember, we made 2 because we have 2 bows. Then I like to add the gold because it's just a really good contrast. We're going to add a little bit of glue there, and we are going to make sure that we tighten up all of the wires that we have. We ended up having 2 wires in the back, which is fine. And then I just kind of take it and point it out to the side, and then we'll cut off the excess. Then remember, you're going to do this on the second bow. But listen, guys, it's been so much fun crafting with you in 2025, and I cannot wait to craft with you in 2026. It's so exciting. But every good bow needs a good dovetail. I love the dovetail. You can do an angle if that's your cup of tea, and that's okay. I ended up with only 4 of the red tails. I didn't use that third tail that I added, really would have been the 5th tail, with the original loop there, but you see what I'm doing here. So we've got this base bow, we have 2 of them, and they both look the same. We're going to kind of like fluff out our ribbons here, and then we're going to make the rest of this project. This was a pretty easy project, and basically what this does, guys, is you put it over a door, and on each side of the door you will have this little beautiful bow sash. And we're going to add some evergreen that I got from Hobby Lobby. I found this really pretty green ribbon that I had in my stash. This was from, I want to say, either Sam's Club or Costco, can't remember. But here is a little trick, okay? This is double-sided tape that I have for my scrapbooking. I didn't want to add any hot glue here. The reason why is I was afraid that that hot glue would come through that sheer green and gold ribbon, and we didn't want that. So I just added the double-sided tape. Even though you can't see it in this video, it's there and it's staying put. It's permanent. So I just thought this was a great place to add it. And again, you can get this at Hobby Lobby, Amazon, anywhere that sells like scrapbooking supplies. It would be a great thing to have in your stash. So once we got this all taken care of, and really this is your kind of judgment call of how wide of ribbon that you're going to use. I liked this 4-inch ribbon, and I probably cut this about 5 foot long. Now, you can make it shorter, you can make it longer, whatever you want to do. Now, I got these pine branches from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you can get them anymore with the season, but this is a great project to use any leftovers that you might have in your craft stash, okay? So I always like to use something that I might have on hand that I didn't have to go buy, and that's what I would encourage you to do, because I know you guys, you have a lot of ribbon, right? So give me a comment down in the comments. How much crafting Christmas supplies? Would you have to buy more Christmas supplies, or would you have enough to make 10 of these, right? That's my burning question. How much craft supplies do you have left over this Christmas? Then we're just going to layer these on top of the end of each of this ribbon. So whatever we do on one side, we're going to do on the second side. And then I kind of get the look that I'm going for here. And then I'm going to grab that, and we're going to take a zip tie, and we are going to zip tie that all together, okay? We're going to secure it nice and tightly, and make sure that nothing falls out here, because that would be, a disappointment to find our craft falling apart. So then you're going to cut that zip tie off, and then you're going to trim any of the top pieces on the bottom there that we won't have hidden by our ribbon, okay? So we're going to add a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to add it to the bow, but I'm also going to add another zip tie. And so I'm going to kind of like fold the ribbon up around my actual branches here, but this is not all we're going to do. I'm going to take some of the green ribbon, because we are going to make sure that we cover all of that, but I wanted to look and see how this would look first. And it was after I did this part and added my wire here, I decided we needed just a little bit more to cover the top part, because I don't want that to see. right? So what I did was I took some extra of that green and gold ribbon, and we're just going to tie a knot on the back. Simple fix, but it depends on if you need it. You could also have some greenery going off to the upper side of the bow, so it could come out from the bottom and out from the top, whatever you want to do. And then I just took a pipe cleaner, ran it through my little ornament, and then we just adhered it to the greenery. So this was a pretty simple, easy craft, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. But listen, if you watched all of this video, number one, thank you so much. And number two, leave me a scissors emoji. I know scissors are different, right? But that kind of tells me who watched the whole video and who didn't, and who's paying attention. And I love to see all those scissors emojis in there. So obviously we did this a little bit faster. We're going to fluff out our greenery. We're going to cut any of the excess off, and we're going to do the same exact thing. All right. This was such an easy kind of leftover type of project to do that anybody can do this. You could use flowers instead of greenery. I think this would make a beautiful spring over the door double, and maybe have tulips coming out and spring ribbon and spring little pieces of elegance in it. So we'll probably be doing this again, but I love how this turned out. I hope you did too. Let me know in the comments how much you loved this, and I hope that you will come back next year for 2026, because we have a whole lot more in store. Make sure to leave me the scissors emoji down below, and everyone have a blessed and happy new year. We'll see you next time in Julie's Wreath Boutique. Bye-bye.